Hi Alice, how's it going? I heard from Martin that he's going on a 2-month-long work trip. That's going to be a pretty rough time for you. Are you going to be okay?
Hey, Mom! I'm doing well. Yeah, 2 months is a really long time. It might be a little rough, but we'll get through it.
Oh, by the way, he asked me to make sure you're taken care of while he's out. So if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out, okay? Of course, if nothing is wrong or you don't need anything, that's fine too.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the offer. But I don't think life will be very different from usual for us here. I'll be able to run all the errands I need to while Camila is at school. I also have my job to keep me busy while he's gone.
Oh, that's very true. Using your time wisely, I see. Martin is all worried about you both, but us wives have an easier time getting things done when they aren't around.
That's very true. Of course, I'd prefer it if he was here to help out and spend more time with us. While he's gone, I don't have to worry too much about meals since that's one less mouth to feed and there'll be less laundry to do. Oh, keep all of this a secret from him, okay? He doesn't need to know about us joking like this.
Oh, of course. I'll make sure this stays between the two of us. Those men don't need to know what us women joke around about them. With the part-time job and taking care of a child, Alice, you work very hard. It must get tiring sometimes. You have to take every moment you can to make sure you take care of yourself too. But since Martin will be gone, I'm sure Camila is probably going to be a bit sad, right? She usually likes to go out and do things with her dad.
Yeah, lately they've both gotten into going camping and fishing. I'm not really too great with bugs, so I don't go with them. It's been bothering me a bit that even though she's a girl, she's gotten into all these boy hobbies. She's already in 3rd grade, but she's always playing with the other boys in her class and going on what they call adventures and coming home all muddy.
Well, I don't see why not. That just means she's growing up to be brave and strong. I don't see the issue.
Yeah, but all the other girls her age are showing interest in girly things like fashion or thinking about boys they like. But with Camila, just the other day she came home saying she wants a pet lizard.
Oh wow, I can definitely see how she's completely being influenced by them. But that's not a bad thing to have new interests.
True, I want her to be able to do and enjoy what she wants, but I don't think I can handle a pet lizard. They eat bugs, and I just can't handle having those in the house.
All mothers have things they don't like their kids doing or being interested in. There's nothing we can do but try to support them the best we can.
Sure, but she was lucky enough to be born a girl, so I was hoping she'd act like that. Or like, well, a girl. Feel like she should like doing more girly and cute things like dolls or a playing house. Not rolling in the mud with boys or going out on lizard catching adventures with them.
But isn't this a time when your gender shouldn't influence what you do or don't like? I think if she's found something she likes doing, she should be able to do it, no matter if it's a boy or a girl thing. Overall, Camila is still a bright and good girl, so I'm happy with that, and I think you should be too. You and Martin have brought her up well, so be proud of that.
Thank you for saying all of that. That's really kind of you. I really appreciate it.
Don't worry about it. It's only how I feel. Besides, kids never grow up the way their parents want them to. No matter how hard we try to shape them, they still are their own person after all.
That's very true. I guess I should try to be more open with her interests. I don't think I can get behind a pet lizard just yet, a dog or a cat, sure, but not a lizard. As long as, whatever it is, it doesn't need insects. But I do think Alice should be able to go out and play like this for as long as she wants, as long as she's happy and being safe. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I have to cut this conversation short. I need to go run some errands before it gets too late.
Oh, would you look at the time? It's all right, I have some things I need to go and do as well. Sorry for keeping you for so long and thank you for the nice conversation.
It's not a problem at all. Thank you for talking with me. Hearing that you're more than happy to support us while my husband is gone helps me relax a little bit more. I'll try not to bother you if I can't help it, but I'll be sure to let you know if I need anything.
Oh, of course, dear. Anything to help. Let me know and I'll do my best to help. Don't be a stranger.
Over 1 month later.
Hi, Alice, how are you doing? Do you have some time to talk? Are you in the middle of dinner?
Hi, Mom. I'm doing good. I'm still getting ready for dinner, so you're fine. Camila's still doing her homework. I was planning on having dinner ready when she's done.
Oh, okay, good. Speaking of, how's Camila doing? Is she okay?
Yeah, she's just doing fine. What do you ask?
I actually wanted to ask you about her. Recently, she's been calling me at night a lot. I don't want to complain since I enjoy talking to her, but it's been happening a lot lately.
What? Alice has been calling you?
At first, I thought she was just bored and needed someone to talk to, but it's been happening so often that I'm beginning to get worried.
Oh, I'm sorry. What has she been saying? Has she been saying anything that I should worry about?
I haven't asked her why just yet. Every time is just a small talk. I just assumed she just didn't want to tell me. You know how kids are with secrets. But even still, when I brought up how she's been calling a lot, she just said it was because you were taking a bath and she's bored.
Oh, I see. I think I know why now. Lately, I've been reading or watching movies while in the bath, so I've been taking longer to get out since Martin isn't home. And I figured Camila is old enough to be able to entertain herself. She must have gotten lonely or bored while I was in there. I'm sorry that she's been bothering you so often.
No, it's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. It just makes me wonder if she's really calling because you're taking long baths. Camila always seems like she doesn't want to hang up. She gets a little upset when I try to. It's got me thinking lately that she might have something that's bothering her or that something is wrong.
Oh, Camila loves you a lot, so she might have just wanted to talk to you a lot more. She's been happily going to school every day, so I don't see how she would have anything bothering her.
I guess I was probably just overthinking it.
I'm trying to get her to be more independent, but maybe I'm giving her a bit too much time alone. I'll do my best to stop taking so long to get out of the bath or shower and spend more time with her. I think that might help with the feeling lonely.
I guess she's still young and needs to spend more time with her mama, especially since Dad isn't home for a while.
That could be a big part of it. She loves her dad so much, and I'm sure him being gone is bothering her. I'll try to make sure she doesn't call you as much as she has been.
Oh, you don't have to talk to Camila about the calls. It really isn't a bad thing. If you scold her, it might be harder for her later to call when she needs to. It was just me being a bit overworried about her, so it's fine.
Are you sure? I don't want her to be a nuisance to you. Either way, I'll do my best to make sure I'm spending more time with her. If you're not getting a call from her, don't worry about it and just think of it as me spending time with her.
I will. It's good for her to be spending more time with her mama. But I'm sure you still want your own personal time every now and then, Alice, so if you want to send her over to my place to spend the night when she's not in school, we can arrange that too.
Thank you for the offer. I appreciate it. I'll see how Camila does at home first and go from there. I'll let you know later.
2 weeks later.
Grandma, are you there?
Oh, hello, Camila. It's been a while. How are you?
Yeah, it has been a bit. I'm doing okay.
It's a bit late. Have you already had dinner?
Yeah, I ate dinner a while ago.
Oh, that's great. And what did you have for dinner?
I had some mac and cheese. It was pretty good, I guess.
That sounds delicious. Your grandma can't quite eat mac and cheese anymore or else it hurts my stomach.
Huh? Why not?
As you get older, you just start to not be able to eat a whole lot of things anymore. Things that I used to love to eat have started upsetting my stomach. For me, I just can't have as much cheese anymore like I used to when I was your age.
Oh, really? That sucks. Cheese is really good. I really like mac and cheese, so I wish I could have shared some with you. I think you would have liked it. Today I had a white cheddar flavored one. It isn't my favorite, but it's still a pretty good flavor.
Oh, I see. You had a fancy flavored one today. There's a lot of different kinds of mac and cheese out there. I think they're pretty good to eat sometimes.
Yeah, I think so too. If I was actually only eating them sometimes it would be fine. But I've been eating these every day lately, so I'm getting sick of it.
Oh, well, I can see how eating it every day would make you sick of it.
But please keep it a secret from Mom. I don't want her knowing that I'm telling you this. She'll get mad at me if she finds out, and I don't want her to get upset.
Don't worry, dear. I won't tell her. It'll just be a secret between us, okay?
Thank you. Oh, by the way, Grandma, I need to ask you a favor.
Oh, of course. Anything for you, dear? What's up? Is there something you want to have? What can we do for you?
No, it's nothing too special like that. I just wanted to ask you to make me lunch for my field trip tomorrow.
But what about your mom? Isn't she going to be making you one?
No, she isn't going to.
What? Why not? She's not feeling well or something?
No, it's not that. Mom hasn't come home in a week. And I think she forgot that I have a field trip coming up and I can't pack an instant mac and cheese for lunch.
Camila, what are you talking about? What do you mean your mom hasn't come home in a week?
Oh, please keep this a secret, okay, Grandma? You can't tell anyone that I told you.
I promise I won't, but what do you mean your mom hasn't come home in a week?
All I know is that Mom told me that she's going to be gone for a while for work. She told me to keep it a secret from you and Dad. She even said that if I told anyone, Dad won't come home ever again. I want to see my dad again, so I don't want her to know I told you.
Your mom left you for work. But she only works a part-time job, right? She shouldn't even have work trips as a part-time worker.
I don't know. She never told me anything about her job.
Right. You wouldn't need to know that kind of thing, Camila. I'm sorry for asking. So, she just left you all alone in the house. There's no one else with you?
I've been alone for a bit now. I have a lot of instant mac and cheese, but that's all I've been eating over the last week.
That's not very good. When you were calling me before, was it because your mom wasn't home then too? Has she been leaving you alone at home all this time?
Yeah, she has. It's been going on for a bit. But I don't like being alone like this.
I know, honey. Did she tell you when she's going to be coming back home?
She told me she'd be back on Sunday.
Okay, so 3 days from now. Got it. All right, I'll make sure to pack you a lunch. I'll make sure it's the best lunch you've ever had.
Really? Thank you so much, Grandma.
You're welcome. Oh, Camila, while your mom isn't home, do you want to come stay at Grandma's house?
But if Mom finds out, Dad won't come home and I don't want that.
It's okay, dear. We'll sneak you back before your mom gets home so she'll never know you left. I promise you your dad will definitely come home.
Are you sure?
Has your grandma ever lied to you?
No, you haven't. Okay, yes, I want to go stay with you. It's scary being alone in the house, so I want to be with you so I'm not as lonely.
Yes, being alone is scary and lonely. I think anyone would be okay with you reaching out for help in a time like this. I'll get Grandpa and we will come get you right now, okay? Maybe we can go get some ice cream on the way to my house.
Really? Yay, I can't wait.
3 days later.
Hi Mom. How's it going? I was just wondering if you've spoken to Camila lately?
Oh, hello. Yes, I have. Why do you ask?
It's nothing serious. I was just wondering if she's been bothering you again lately.
No, of course not. Camila talking to me has never bothered me. Matter of fact, I enjoy our conversations.
Well, that's good. So, when was the last time you spoke to her?
I think we last spoke on Thursday.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you for letting me know.
It's no problem at all, especially since you seem to finally have started looking for Camila.
What on earth are you talking about?
Since you finally care enough to look for her, you should know she's been staying at my place for the past few days. So, how do you plan to explain this?
I'm so sorry. There was an emergency for my friend and I had to be there for them. I needed to go back to my hometown for a bit to help them out.
Why didn't you bring your own daughter with you?
I thought I'd be back right away, but things ended up taking longer than I thought. I would have brought her if I knew I was going to be gone for so long.
You could have said something to me or your own husband instead of leaving her alone. Leaving a third grader alone for over a week is just irresponsible and dangerous. What if something had happened to her?
I'm sorry, I thought you would hate me for leaving the house for a bit when I said I'd spend more time with Camila, so I got nervous.
It doesn't matter how I would have felt. Think of Camila. Your daughter was so worried about you. She just wanted you to come home. Also, I know you're lying. You didn't go back home at all.
What? How do you know that? Did you contact my parents?
Yes, I did. When I asked them about you going back, they told me you weren't there.
Well, I didn't go back to my parents' house. I stayed at my friend's place. So they wouldn't have known I went back to my hometown.
Get yourself together and quit lying to me. I already know that you went on some trip. You just came home with a big suitcase. No one needs that big of a suitcase if they were really going to help a friend with an emergency. I've had someone staking out your place to see when you come home for over an hour. They let me know that they saw you lugging that huge suitcase through your front door.
I don't understand. Why would you do something like that?
They're currently looking into the owner of the vehicle to see if we can find out who belongs to. We will find out soon. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Do I need to spell it out for you, or are you going to keep playing dumb?
Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to be like this. I'm so sorry.
It's not me you need to be apologizing to. You need to see that Camila and Martin.
Wait, what do you mean? Does Martin know what's going on?
Yes, of course he is in the loop. You abandoned his daughter for a week, Alice. Why wouldn't I have told him what's going on?
No, please. Let me explain. You have this all wrong. It isn't what it looks like. It was just a lapse in judgment. I really do love my husband and Camila. Please forgive me. I didn't mean it.
So you admit you were cheating and left your own daughter to go on a vacation with some other man?
No, I swear I never cheated. Please believe me.
Wow, are you really going to keep playing dumb like this? The person who dropped you off at your house was a man. We know what's going on.
No, it isn't like that. We were only ever alone together on the ride back to my house.
Oh, okay. Do you have anything to show for that? Can you prove to us that you're telling the truth?
Well, no. I just met this person today so he could drop me off at home.
So this is another lie. Unbelievable. Putting the cheating aside for a minute, leaving a child alone at home is already a huge problem. And all those times Camila called me before she was alone at home, all those nights, wasn't she? After I messaged you about how often she was calling me, you scolded her like I told you not to, didn't you?
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
If it was just cheating, this would be a completely different conversation. Saying you're sorry doesn't fix this. You've left Camila alone for a week just to cheat on your own husband. I can't believe you. This is unforgivable. Do you understand that? I will never consider you to be Camila's mother again. You should be ashamed of yourself. You don't deserve to call yourself Camila's mother. Even Martin is rightfully irritated by what you've done.
What has my husband been saying?
Are you joking right now? Do you even understand what is happening? Do you hear what you're saying? You just asked what the man who loves his daughter thinks about you abandoning her for a week to cheat on him. How do you think he feels?
I don't want to get a divorce. I don't want to lose my husband and Camila. I was only out having some fun. I just wanted some time to myself to do something that I enjoy doing. You told me I should go out and have some me time sometimes.
Don't you dare turn this on me. I never told you to leave your child alone in the house for a week just so you can go out and party. Matter of fact, it irritates me even more that you even thought you could turn this against me. How dare you blame me for you leaving your daughter at home alone for a week? Shame on you. It was your choice to go out and make these dumb choices. Don't try to shift the blame to anyone else. This is all on you.
I didn't mean it like that, I swear. Look, I promise I won't do something like this to the two of them again. Please help me out. I really do love Camila. I don't want to lose her. I don't want to lose my husband. I've never laid a hand on her or even thought for a second to dump her and get a divorce. I'm not that bad of a mother.
You threatened Camila by telling her that if she said anything about being alone at the house, that her dad would never see her again.
I didn't mean to threaten her. I wanted her to keep it to herself. I didn't think that it would make her this anxious.
How scary do you think it is for Camila to hear that she will never see her beloved father again? You do know that physical violence isn't the only type of harm there is, right? A parent's actions and words all have the potential to hurt a child. That's on top of getting physical. Do you understand? What you did is abuse Alice.
I'm sorry. I messed up and did something really stupid. But that's why I was going to make sure this the last time it ever happens. Please believe me. I won't make this mistake again.
Do you not understand the significance of what you did? Your words mean nothing to me anymore. Everything you've been saying has been a lie. How could I ever trust you again after all that you did to Camila?
No, I swear not everything has been a lie. I know what I did is unforgivable, but I promise I can change. Please, just give me one more chance. I'm begging you.
So you can understand why it's your own fault that you've lost my trust. You have been apologizing over and over again about Camila bothering me, when in reality you're the one that has been the problem this whole time. Your actions have consequences, Alice. Just go out and do wherever you want. There is nothing to do in this world that would warrant leaving your own child alone and lying about doing it. Everything that's going to happen is of your own doing. I hope you remember that. After these events, Alice and her husband got a divorce. Camila and her dad decided it would be best to go live with me for the time being. We found out later that Alice had been cheating for over the past year with her job's manager. She was only meeting up and going out with him when her husband was out on a work trip, so we never noticed. Even when they did go out, Alice never left the house for too long, so it never really bothered Camila. However, when Martin went out on his longer work trip, for some reason she decided it was a good idea to let loose. It would make sense why my granddaughter would feel so lonely after being left alone for so long and so often. I feel terrible for letting Camila get hurt like this for so long, but I'm glad that we were able to catch this before it could continue on for longer. In the end, the man Alice was cheating with? Well, turns out he was a married man with a wife and son. Since Martin was able to gain full custody of Camila, Alice was also ordered to pay child support. She will be forced to remember what she did for the next 10 years, and I hope she regrets her choices every time she has to pay. Camila was upset about the divorce at first, but gradually overcame that and went back to being her old bright self. She's even happily going to school again. She must have felt so lonely being alone at night for so long, so she must feel better knowing that there will always be someone at the house. It was probably also relieving for her to know that she no longer had to lie to me or her father about what her mother was doing. I never want my granddaughter to have to go through something like that again. From now on, I want to make sure that she lives the most fulfilling life I can support and do what she wants to do, even if that means getting a pet lizard. And for her father and I to love and support her more than Alice ever did.